Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set review. Today we are looking at set number 71813. This is the Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo. This is retailing for $119.99 USD or $149.99 Canadian. I'm so excited about this set. I love play sets. That's what I'm most invested in when it comes to Ninjago. So I'm so excited to take a look at this and build this on up. You can see up here at the top some of the figures and characters. They're not all there for some reason because Zane's included, but he's not up there. So not sure what happened there. Also, something interesting I noticed is they don't typically cover the actual logo. So I think it's really interesting that they've covered the Ninjago logo with the moon, but then brought Dragons Rising up. Just that's so fascinating to me. But yeah, really love the look of these boxes. I think it's the purple that's really doing it for me. But anyways, this is what the back looks like, showing off all the different play features. Let's go ahead. Let's build this on up. So here it is all built up, and I gotta say, I'm shocked by the sheer size of this. I think that just everything is a lot larger than I was really expecting. I'm blown away by that. There's so many little details in here that I just hadn't noticed before from the... I don't even want to call it a reveal, because every time for Ninjago, for some reason, it's always blurry images that are coming out that we're doing those first impression videos off of. So this is really great. I'm blown away. So let's go ahead. Let's take a closer look at this thing. So here is this platform for them to spar and duel on. I really love the design of this. Just all of the studs there look great. It gives you a lot of different opportunities to position the figures different ways. You've also got these stickers over here. It's the same one over here on this side, and it's got the wolf symbol there, which is cool. But the color scheme of this looks great. You're gonna notice just the design of this with some of the horns and different things. It's very much you'll see that all throughout the build for the dojo. But these things here are really cool. Either I noticed it or forgot, but again, we were working off of those blurry images like I said before. But you could see here that you can put the figures on the stands, and then you can have them fighting and sparring here. That is so fun. That's something that I remember growing up with some of the LEGO Star Wars sets that were able to do that. This is so much fun to do and just battle it out here. And I also just want to show you here up close with the rest of the build and how well it fits here in the center. They're fighting right in front of the gong, and you could really just angle it and jump around. It's just so cool, the idea of this. And it sort of completes, I would say, the rest of this, because without this, it does feel a little bit empty. I definitely could see you feeling that way. But I think that the fact that that little platform exists and the size that it is to fill that gap is great. But working our way through the build here, you could see we've got a bunch of different weapons on this weapon rack. I'm not sure why they chose to have them just loosely sitting inside there for these spears. I think that could have been something else, but, to hold them a little bit tighter, but that's fine. You can sort of angle them different ways that you want. You're seeing here, again, that color scheme repeated from the platform with the pink here and the dark blues. Just, it looks great. It works well for this little bit of the forest. And, of course, this little wire we'll come back to as we go through the build. If we come around here to the other side of the tree, we do have this target, which that is actually a print. That's not a sticker, so you could practice, throwing those different daggers, those spears, and different things at that. I think that's pretty cool. Just continuing to go around here, I think that it looks great. Just the whole shaping of these black trees and everything. I love it a lot. We got a little bit of vines and different things. It's sort of, I think this is a tree, but over here as we go on over, you can see it's obviously, this is all rocky. So the fact that this tree and this whole dojo has been built on this rock face, but then also built into this tree is just a really cool concept. You got a bunch of different horn pieces there all around these this little bone. You do have a bunch of arches for the different roots and everything there. I think that's a very interesting use of the bow piece, having it on that angle. But continuing through here, you do actually have a little bit of a secret, and it's inside of this rock face. And when you open that on up, you've got this really cool sword that appears in all of the March sets, or at least a lot of them. And it looks so cool, this transparent red with the gunmetal gray. I love the little sort of drop. I think it looks like blood. I'm just thinking that because of the blood moon Here you've got all of these rocks, and they're all pointy and just on this angle. It looks great. I love all the different runes written on them as well. That looks really great. Continuing over here, I think these dark tan spots, you're going to see them going up the side of the mountain, but I think they're meant to be like spots where the ninja can jump and hop around on, and that's what this is over here. This tree is like where they tie up Zane, and I guess he's too busy being tied up to even be featured on the top part of the box. But anyways, you just take that chain and you wrap it around there, and I think that's kind of cool concept to have someone tied up to the tree, and it's very easy to detach and break him on out. But yeah, very, very interesting idea for, I guess, a prison, having them tied up. You can see you've got a little branch there, and then up above, this piece, this horn piece, is again being used for a bunch of trees. So here it is again. It's in black in this set, and the use here for attaching the leaf pieces, well, actually that's probably better so I can show you up close. Attaching it to the torch piece, having it upside down to attach to that, is just such a cool concept. I love the shape of that. Again, the colors are great. Come back to that wire like before. And then continuing back around here, you can see you've got all of these little steps all leading up to the top, which is just so cool, so much fun to have these little platforms for the ninja to all, they could also fight on, but specifically to get up here to the top. Like, just imagine them like doing these cool flips and jumps to get to all of these spots throughout this. And here we are. There's one more little platform there that you can jump onto, and that is hidden behind this little branch that you can angle and pose different ways. I love the rail here. That is so cool. I love the horn pieces, but then even just the hot pink on top of those cone pieces, and just the whole dark blue trim looks really great. I don't know about that gold there, but other than that, that's pretty neat. In behind, I really love this a lot. Just these lanterns and everything there, and you could see if I lift it up, the design of this is so cool. The fact that they're using those window pieces, but then they recolored it there to have it in sand blue. Maybe this isn't the first time, but the use of it is just, it works so well for a dojo. And even a little bit there, how that part is brick built instead of sort of using that system, looks great. You can see there's even a little bit of a bench and some more dark tan stones, and they continue on over to here as well onto the other side. This side is just a reflection of the other side, and I didn't point this out before, but these little bits here, the flames on these candles, look so, so great. And then over here, we've got another part of the tree with a couple of different leaves again, and that same horn piece being used there. The whole design and color scheme of this, again, I've been talking about this the whole time, but this just looks incredible. The shaping of these pieces here, that they go down and then back up and then across and then down over here, like, that is just so cool to me. I really am impressed by that. The Nexonite shield pieces all being used here for the tiling on the roofs is amazing. I like all the different horns and how that's repeated all throughout the different arches of the top part here of the dojo. I think that this specifically, this piece is supposed to be removed so that you can hit the gong. I'm not sure. It feels special that it is up there, and I just wanted to mention that. You do have a couple of other little mini lanterns up there at the top, and again, this tiling is just amazing. You've got a sticker there with some more rune writing. And then obviously this is one of the coolest things here. This piece is just amazing. It's very easy to detach. I'll show you that from the other side in a second, but just to show you this incredible printed piece here for the moon up close, like, it's just so detailed. I love the coral design and the dark red for the detailing on the moon. It's just phenomenal. What a cool print. And then you come around here to the back, and all you got to do is attach it to those two studs showing. But the back part here doesn't look obviously as great as the front, but it's still, what it accomplishes on the other side is more important. All right, so when you walk on over here to the inside, you could see there's actually a lot more going on, again, that I think I first noticed. So over here on this side, you've got this really cool 2x4 tile with a sticker on it, and you could see that they're holding up the sword, and you've got the moon coming in the back and a bunch of the wolf enemies there. That looks so great. I love this lantern with the transparent pink brick. That looks cool. I love the shrine here where you could like kneel on that, and then you've got like the candles going, but the sword there. You've also got this Again, we haven't seen the show, so I'm not sure the significance of like that weapon up at the top, this weapon here, but you can obviously remove it and detach it. And then here in the center, you might have seen me accidentally do it before, but when you reach around to the front and move one of the branches, it's a trap door, dropping you on down onto the spikes. All right, so just to show you here, all you got to do is you just lift the branch there and it'll open up the trap door. It's actually such a cool design. You could see that beam part there, that's attached to the trap door. So all I have to do is lift this up, moving that out, and the trap door opens on up. And then over here on the other side, again, this is a really cool sticker over here on this side too. I'm not sure exactly like what that is summoning. It looks sort of like the design that's on the gong, but really awesome. You also have a little spot to have some teapot and a cup. Same little lantern there too. Now here in the center, you've got just such a cool looking design for everything here. I love the concept of this giant wolf head. That looks so darn cool. The brick build for this is just amazing. The functionality of it as well has a little bit of a play feature. You can actually open up the mouth and this big rock will fall on out onto the dojo, so that's kind of neat. But the mouth here you could see is able to open and close. That is just like really easy to reload this rock. It sits inside there with the teeth, and then you close it on up. This piece here, I just want to show you, it's such an interesting part usage. It's actually a 2x4 round piece that was introduced from Mario, but like you wouldn't be able to tell that really because of how that is covered up. That just looks really cool. I think that the ears here, you can move them around and angle them a little bit there too. Just the shaping of that is great, but obviously one of the biggest draws is down below. So here's the Gong of Shattering, and I think that, I'm not sure if this is a larger version of it. This is what it actually looks like, but maybe they find this somewhere and then have to attach it to this larger version of it. Again, haven't seen the show, so not too sure, but I love the use of that Ninjago piece on the inside. It's very easy to detach there, but this is just such a cool build. I'm really just like so excited to see and find out more about what this does. And of course, I can't forget to talk about this. You've got these really cool banners that are hanging on both sides there. That just looks great. I love those stickers and the designs with those sort of tooth pieces. All right, so with these new pieces, which are so cool, these little climbing tools, all you got to do is you just attach the ninja's little claws there, and they should slowly sort of, I want to say zip line, but it's not quite it, but they're just attaching themselves to the rope there. So you could see if I grab it over here, this might be a little bit tight, but there you go. So they can slide on through. I think the fact that it's on this sort of rubbery piece gives it a bit of traction that probably you wouldn't want on that, but it does let them attach it on this angle here. But you could also just pretend and move it yourself, sort of sliding them like that. Here is Lord Roz, and this is just such a cool looking figure, just so extremely detailed, especially the torso and leg printing is just, whoo, really love that. Love the like feet printing, that's great too. You've got this build here for his weapon. I feel like this could also ring the gong, but I'm not too sure. But just removing that to give you a better look at the figure, you can see on the torso, on the belt, you've got that wolf symbol that you saw all throughout the set, as well as the head. I don't think it's new for this batch of sets. I think it's the same, but you can remove this piece and you get a better look there at the torso. And spinning it around here on the back, you've got a moon symbol there, crescent moon. Here is Cinder, and I think when it comes to this sword, you do get two in this set, but I'm pretty sure that there's only one of them because, like, in other sets, like, a bunch of the other enemies, like, they're not holding two of them, so I think that it's a collectible. I mean, it's hidden in the rock there in the set, so I think that it is meant to be a little bit rare, but I guess they just give you two in the set. But again, only time will tell when we get to watch the show. I do like the blade piece there that he's got, really cool with the curved blade. And the figure, though, this is just, I think this is probably my favorite in the batch of Season 2 sets. Like, this looks great. I love the Lego Batman movie Joker hair there in light gray, and the Craven fur there in sand blue is awesome. Removing the fur piece, you get a better look at the torso, as well as you've got this second face there on the back, which you could see the face printing looks really great, as well as the back torso printing. And here is Jordana, and she looks great. I love the hairpiece here in dark red. Like, I'm so glad that they actually did use that for her in the sets. Looks great. The piece here is cool to have back. It's very similar to sort of what they had. It reminds me of like Pharaoh Quest stuff, but it looks awesome. And the fur piece is also used for her here. And removing all that, you get a better look at the torso. You could see as well she's got the tattoos or the markings on her face there. Looks great in gold. She's got this angry expression on the other side, and the back torso printing is very detailed. Here's the Wolf Mask Claw Warrior. It's just sort of the one of two generic enemies that you get in all of the different sets. So it's a really cool figure, don't get me wrong. I love the mask and how it's like wrapped around there on the back. It's dual molded, looks great. I love the face underneath there too. That's just so creepy. The torso printing looks great, same with the legs. I like the Wolverine claws being used here, and then on the other side they're sort of like infused. Like, look at the teeth and the eyes now, they're all blue. Get that symbol there on the back, and the armor piece there too. The neck attachment's cool to have in dark blue. But now on to the ninja, and it's pretty crazy. Like, there's a couple of exclusive figures here, like Lloyd. This climber Lloyd figure is exclusive at the moment inside of this set. I love the look of these climber outfits. This piece here, just having it in dark green with a little bit of the gold showing through on the shoulders, looks great. Of course, it can hold a katana on either side there. You could put it over here onto the other side too. And it's great. You could see again that golden weapon that we talked about before that helps them sort of climb around and slide down different things. And removing the neck piece there, you get a better look at the torso. I love like the rope. You're going to see that with all the figures. It looks so cool. And the face, it's just the same one that they've been using for Dragons Rising. Nothing new, but I love the rope so much. You can see his symbol there on the back. Here's Nia. She also is exclusive to this set, so for now, but I like the gunmetal gray there with a little bit of gold for her there, as well as just removing everything. And same face for her, same thing for Dragons Rising. Again, I love all the rope going the opposite way there for her though, and she's got her symbol there on the back as well, and her other face is a smile. And then the final exclusive figure here is Zane. I love the light gray with a little bit of gold shining through there. Really cool outfit for him. And you get a better look there at the torso. Again, same face like the other ninja from the Dragons Rising sets. And then you've got, again, the rope looks great. I love the straps that he's actually got with a little bit of blue there. Again, his symbol there on the back as well. And the last figure here is Climber Kai. And this is really great. Obviously, I love red. I love dark red. So getting this piece in dark red with a little bit of gold shining through is really awesome to see. I think he's the one that appears in the most sets. Definitely in this outfit. And you could see underneath the torso printing a bit better. Same face again from Dragons Rising sets. And you can see a symbol there on the back there too. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo. This is incredible. Again, I'm all in for Ninjago when it comes to playsets. They're my favorite type of LEGO set. And this is just a phenomenal set. I love the play features. I love the aesthetic, the color choices in here. So cool. Oh my goodness. Just some of the architecture in this is great too. I love fighting with the dojo. I love the figures in here. Getting 4-on-4, 4 heroes, 4 enemies is a lot of fun. And a couple of exclusive figures in here too. So pretty exciting. This is, I like to make mention of this when it comes to Ninjago. This would be a set that I would go out of my way to make sure I pick up. Unlike the plethora of mechs and vehicles, this would be one that I would not want to miss out on. Anyways, everyone, what do you think of this set? If you want to check out my reviews of other Dragons Rising sets from Season 2, you can check that out here in a playlist as well. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you will have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.